Well, hello, 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 hello. Hey, Diva. I know, listen, my ride or die go always be here with me. Thanks as usual. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. So I know everybody is in the messy sections. Yeah, everybody's in the messy sections, but that's okay myself today because there's a lot going on. I tend to come down here and talk about it when I get ready. So, welcome to my life. Please make sure you hit that like. The reason why I'm doing a live too is because I promised that I was going to be consistent, at least a live once a week. So I'm trying to stick to it. I don't care who's on. They'll see me if they want to later. But if you're here, thanks for joining me. I surely appreciate that. I want to shout out to the person who helped me. I did my first full upload. I had some hiccups, but it's getting there. I was so proud of myself because remember, I was so afraid to do it that I was hesitant. I wouldn't buy the application, but I did, and it's turned out okay. I have to work on some things, but I am so proud of myself. And thank you, sweetheart. You know, I always support and love you who helped me. I appreciate that. And I did check that out today. I got you. Mama Lola, thank you. You've been here from day one. Hey, Tisa. You've been here from day one, and I truly, truly appreciate all your support and your prayers because I know you pray for Miss T. Thanks to everybody who continue to support me. Hey, listen, there's a lot of shit going on, and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to drop the link too because maybe Diva jump up here because, Diva, I'm sorry I got to throw you under the bus, but Diva's everywhere. So she said, "Hey, go here, T. Go there, go there, go there, go ahead." I said, "I can't go to all those places, but however, I did make some places." And one of my buddies, who I know people know, I don't care for Jay Wilson. I don't care for Jay Wilson. So when it comes to Jay Wilson, Kevin Samuels, and other people who I don't care about, I don't care what happened to them. I really don't. I have a problem. I've always had a problem with him because perhaps maybe my perception of him was he was a pastor, a preacher, a clergyman, something, a man of the cloth. And I just didn't get down the way he was talking to be a man of the cloth because I don't believe a real godly person. And I'm not passing judgment. I'm just calling a spade a spade. We could do that, Christians and all. I just thought that he wasn't doing really godly things when he talked down on people the way he did. And the way he just did Miss Dovey, because I did go over there one time and I didn't stay for the whole lot, but I'm going to tell the truth. I went over there because they said he was dragging Miss Dovey so bad. And that's where I got that message from Miss Dovey from in reference to sabotaging. He is purposely setting out him and Lovely Love. She could call me a bunch of bitches. I don't care. They are purposely setting out to sabotage Miss Dovey's dovecation. And I don't like that. I don't like when people purposely, especially when I look at myself as a black woman, if I was trying to do something, and they did it to a lot of content creators, he just getting just what he deserved. You come down here, you talk about people, you dox folks, in return, they go dox your ass. You're not exempt because you pray. See, because we all pray. And if you think you protected by that prayer from doing the things you do or getting things done to you, you wrong. But I've never liked him. So it's no secret. I don't frequent his chat, and I'm sure he don't come over here. But I've never liked him from back in the Five Babe days when I thought that perhaps something had happened with them and he was snaking her. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. And I never changed from him. But I don't care for him. So whatever happens to him, do I gloat over people misfortunes? I absolutely don't. But I call a spade a spade. Do I think you deserve it? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Everything happened to you, you deserve. Now, I'm not going to be a part of it. I always tell you that. I may sit back and watch. I might do commentary on, but I'm never going to be a part of somebody's downfall. Because, see, when you were dragging Miss Dovey, when you spent videos after videos, hours upon hours, dragging Miss Dovey, having people on your platform to drag Miss Dovey, you were actually dragging yourself. See, you didn't know what was about to happen to you. You were so busy trying to do harm to Miss Dovey. Somebody was looking, and just like me, I'm not going to do anything about it other than do commentary on it. But other people didn't like it. They didn't like the way you talked to Properly Bonafide. Was she right, wrong? I don't know. But you, the way you talked to her, they were watching you. See, they were watching you because you were so busy trying to destroy Dovey. And some people don't like it. You know, doesn't everybody's not the same. Like Diva like people I don't like. So I don't patronize them. Diva does. But I never say, hey, don't watch them because she's her own person. I'm my own person. I just won't watch them. So you were so busy dragging the shit out of Miss Dovey, you know, trying to sabotage her event. Somebody was looking at you and said, well, they gonna do the same to you. And here's the thing is, we have to remember, because this shit that y'all think, like, oh, well, they didn't do it on the clock, they didn't do it at the job, it doesn't matter. You are required to conduct yourself in a certain manner to represent a company. So when my company turned on this and somebody said, well, go over there and watch Mz.Teavalocity. Listen to all them bitches she called and bulldaggers and whores and talking about people this and people that and how she, you know, treating people. Go watch her video. I don't represent that company, you know? And so they have a right to terminate me, which we all know we work at Will State, so they could fire us at any given time. But when people push the issue and you sit on your platform and you talk shit about everybody else and you talk down on everybody else, you get what you get. Yeah, you get what you get. So I don't feel any kind of way. You know, I don't feel if this shit continues to happen to them, again, I won't be a part of the doings, but it is what it is. You sit there, you brag about how many cars you have, what beautiful home you have, and you know what, you earned that. That's yours. But in the midst of you just being proud of what you have accomplished, you drag somebody else down for what they don't have. And I know that's the game over here. I know that's the game over here. So I'm well aware of it. If you notice, I don't play that shit. I don't talk about what I have, what I don't have. I don't come on here and tell y'all my personal business, but I do want to tell you an experience I had today. But it was something simple. It was at the dentist. I had the best experience in the world at the dentist. You know, I'll say some things, but some things I won't say. And some lines I won't cross because I set boundaries for who I am. But I'm not judging him. I'm just saying they dragging the shit out of him. And and you know what? It's not going to stop because you are not liked by everyone. And so they're going to dig that knife in your back and turn it until they see you bleeding profusely. That's just what it is. Somebody wants to see you down and out. And you called for the dogs. So you just have to deal with it. So I don't feel anyway. You know, I hear people on different platforms. Oh, I feel sorry for him. Oh, that's going too far. Oh, they shouldn't have this. They probably shouldn't have. But they did because that's what they chose to do. Now, while they digging a grave for him, they are also digging one for themselves. Yeah, when you do shit to people, it comes back to you. The seeds that you sow, you shall reap. I'm a firm believer in that. And he's just reaping some of his seeds. And, you know, it doesn't take long, catch this, to pick up when people are employed versus unemployed. See, when they're employed, you can't come on here all day and make 10 and 15 goddamn videos for hours in and hours out. When you working for YouTube, you could do that. So when you work, you go to work. When you come home, you might do a little YouTube. You know, some people do, but you don't sit on here all day with your teeth and your fangs inside of somebody else trying to destroy someone else. And you tried to destroy Dovey, her dovication, whatever, dovecation. And so now you're just reaping some of those seeds. And I do. And they say, well, we all make, you know, we all sin, and we all fall short. And not only that, one sin is just as bad as the other. So we all sin, right? And ask God for forgiveness, I hope. However, we all don't talk about people and drag people and talk about people misfortunes, especially if I was a pastor or a minister or a woman of the cloth. My job wouldn't be to drag you. My job would be to uplift you, to inspire you, to motivate you, to pray for you, to help you get on your feet, not drag you. But that's the game they play over here. And I'm okay with it. I just don't play it, right? I'm okay. I had a little wine today. I sure did. I had a little wine today. It's so much going on. No, I'm not going to run around these streets and look at everything's going on because I really don't care that much about it. But I was going to talk about Jay Wilson. I think he getting his just due. Now, whoever imposing those things upon him, that's between them. It has nothing to do with Mz.Teavalocity. But hey, baby, thank you. You know I'm sending you kisses. But it is what it is. So I'm not understanding how y'all could feel sorry for him, but don't feel sorry when he do things to other people. I mean, where's the fake outrage? Why is this always a fake outrage? Because that's your favorite content creator. Plus, he's a hustler. Let me tell you about this game of hustling, too. See, there's a YouTube game of hustle. And what happens is you do just what he did, even though something bad is happening to him. So he hid those videos, right? But when he came back, I guess for whatever day, people was just pouring money into him because they like him. They like him. You know, they don't care about how he dragged people and pretend like he's a pastor or a minister. He's a chaplain of a church. And don't y'all be fooled. In the hospital, this is from knowledge. Our chaplains do have to conduct themselves in a certain manner because our administrators will look if someone send them a video and saying, hey, Rico, baby, how are you? Our administrators will look at them and say, you're not following policy and procedures. You're not conducting yourself. Because, see, you're supposed to be over here praying for people and, being emotionally there for them. And in the next breath, you out cursing somebody out, talking about how somebody lived, how somebody illness, and you always make it. I don't give a shit about a persona. What we put out in that universe, we're going to get back. I don't care about the persona. Look at Nene Leakes, the rest of those people. Look at some of the people we see on YouTube, not over here, but other places. So see, you're gonna get it back. I don't care how you try to dress it up like, oh, it's just my job, it's just entertainment. Everything has boundaries. And when you cross boundaries, then you have crossed your belief to me. Because I don't do certain stuff because of what I believe. Now, do I come on here and watch the drama? Hell yeah, yes, I do. Be in the front seat sometimes. Don't always drop down, but I be in the front seat because I like drama too. But when you cross the boundary, I don't like it. Because to me, it's not entertainment. But that's just me. That's just me. Cheers to the wine. I'm having a glass of wine today. But you sit over there and you dog the shit out of everybody else. And now listen, I'm gonna drop a couple not so nice words. We getting a little messy today. You sit down, you sit over there and you talk about everybody else and talk about your cars and your big houses and your income and your this and your that and look down on people. You talked about Rico like a damn dog. I remember that. And a lot of people talk about Rico. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about everybody. You sat over there, you talked about that boy's little apartment and ramens and all this shit. And what was he cooking? You make fun of every goddamn body. But there's a problem with people when they make fun of you or when shit happened to you. It's a problem with people. Oh, I just feel like, oh, maybe they shouldn't have done it. But they did. They did. And if I'm not mistaken, I've never seen you, so I can't say, but they say you docs too. But I have heard you with my ears. Every time I watch you, you're downgrading someone. You talking about someone, what they don't have and what you have and what you drive. My father told me something years ago, and I know it to be true because I drive what I want to drive. In fact, I drive a new car every 3 years because of what I do. But anyhow, my dad said, Thumbelina, because I told you they call me Thumbelina, right? He said, Thumbelina, you could drive anything you want to if you want to pay the car note. He said, so don't worry about when you see people drive these fancy cars. And back in the day, Mercedes-Benz was the thing, and BMW and Volvos and Cadillacs. You had one of those cars, you had a little change, right? My dad said, you could drive anything you want. I said, oh, yeah, because I really wanted a Mercedes-Benz. He said, well, go down there and get you one. Can your credit hold it? And at that time, I didn't know. But you know what? I drove what I wanted. because I paid that car note. So anybody could live where they want, drive what they want, if they're able to pay the bills, what it costs. If you're able to pay a mortgage, you pay the mortgage. But I'm not going to pay no mortgage to keep up with somebody else. I'm going to pay the mortgage that I can afford and for me to be comfortable. But you talk about everybody, and now, yeah, unfortunately, someone called your job. Did I say I'm gloating over it? No, I don't care one way or the other. You get what you give, and that's what you was given, you know, and this is what you getting. And you'll be on more and more and more and more and more now, because unfortunately, from hearsay, I don't know, allegedly, you no longer employed with that hospital or whatever. But yes, our chaplain has to conduct himself a certain way, else he won't be sitting on the chaplaincy board or the chaplaincy period, because there's a code of conduct no matter where you at. Your job could fire you at will. So they don't even have to say they fired you because you received a video of me cussing, twerking, or naked or whatever. They could just say we no longer need your services, because perhaps they have gotten a video of me, but they don't even have to tell me that, because every state is an at-will state, I believe. Every state is an at-will state to work now. So we could quit whenever we get ready, and they can fire us. And so it doesn't matter. But all that talking and shit, you guys, it is what it is. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't. I don't feel sorry for nobody who I see fall from grace when they do the things they do. Why should I feel bad for them? They didn't feel bad for doing what they was doing. And no, I'm not coochie. I'm not all that with Miss Dovey. I don't know her like that. But I did go over there to watch that thing, and I knew it was sabotaging. And then you have people on the platform to help you sabotage it. I didn't like that. But that's who I am. I'm always for the underdog. I don't know why, but I've always been for the underdog, because I do believe that people could fall but get back up. So instead of me talking about them while they down, why don't I try to help them back up? But that's just me. Hey, BB Nice, what's going on? So I don't feel no way about him. Kevin Samuels, I don't feel no way about him. He didn't like black women. His mama was a black woman, but I don't think he cared for them. All he did was degrade us, drag us, and put us in a bad light. He didn't care for us, so I don't really care about how he died. Like, if I would have died, he probably wouldn't have cared about me dying. He don't know me. I don't know him personally to have any type of feelings other than I didn't care the way he degraded black women. But again, you have to put yourself in that position. See, I wouldn't have never been a woman that called to show and allow him to talk shit about me, because I think that much about myself. I don't need you to tell me that you think I'm a piece of shit, because if I'm a piece of shit, believe me, I know it. We all know if we a piece of shit, you know. I don't need you to help me out to determine that, because I already know. So I didn't care one way or the other about him. And I'm not sure how he had died. Allegedly, it might have been from Red Bulls or cocaine, or allegedly, I don't know. I ain't seen no toxicology report, and I don't think anyone else has. What goes around comes around. If we sit here long enough and stay on YouTube long enough, social media, wherever, IG, Facebook, and you see people carrying on like that, eventually you will see their demise. It's inevitable. You know, you can't be a bad guy all your life, and then you could be a bad guy all your life and you go out being a bad guy. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. That's a belief of mine too. But when you put your mouth on certain people, and now I don't know this about Miss Dovey. I don't know, but I don't know if she's over there doing witchcraft, voodoo, or that's just a show. I don't know. I watched her yesterday. Yesterday? No, maybe yesterday or the day before, and she was doing some shit, and I was like, see, I don't even play like that. And maybe she's just playing. Maybe that's just a persona. But I don't play with witchcrafts and all that voodoo and shit like that. I really don't. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if she was playing, but I wasn't into it, you know. But she was doing all that, and maybe it worked. I don't know, because I don't know if it's real. Like I said, I don't have any bad words for Miss Dovey and her dovecation. I don't. I wish it. I wish her well. So what else been happening besides that? Because that's been really taking center stage over here. Miss Dovey and Jay Wilson now. I guess that's the hottest tickets on there. I think Dory done died down. Now, I'm telling y'all, I'm just gonna say this. I just can't take Dory. It's just too much of Dory. I mean, it's just too much. Yeah, I just can't take Dory. She's never done anything to me. I never done anything to her. But her storyline or whatever it is just overwhelming for me. And I don't like when people just overtalk people, overtalk. You don't allow someone else to talk. And another thing too, a person that's all just a know-it-all. They done it all. They know it all. They have it all. They is all of all. They all are all. I just don't, care for those type of people. It's just like, God damn, Dory, would you let somebody else talk? I go over and I visit Pizarro. And who do I see? Dory. And I'm like, damn, Dory, can you please let somebody say they got some tea? And we all be there for the tea and the drama sometime. I told you, I'm there. You know what Sassy said something today. Y'all check out Mr. William Carruthers' channel. We was on there. Even I jumped up there for a minute about long distance relationship. Good conversation, good people, right? She said, hey, baby. Okay, thank you. Thanks, JD. She said we was talking about long distance relationship, but Sassy said, don't put me in a box. And when she said that, I said, you know what, Sassy? This is like my second time hearing Sassy say, I said, you know what? I'm in a box. I'm in a box over here and I don't like it. Yeah. Oh, she fucks my head up. She fucks my head up. Excuse me. I said I'm in a box because everybody come over here. And I think a lot of times people don't come over here because they think that you have to be a saint over here. You must have never heard me curse. Because I do curse, cuss, whatever we call it. I'm no saint. Don't put me in no damn box. Because that's what's going on with Jay Wilson. See, a lot of people angry at him because he say he's a pastor or a chaplain or whatever, a man of the cloth. And they don't believe that a man of the cloth should act like that. So they mad at him. They mad at him or his persona. And see, he don't give a damn because he said everything is about the coins. I'm making my coins. It's all about the coins. I'm here for coins. See, even, and I can't say this, y'all, because I don't want to be judgmental, but even being a man of the cloth with your title, a coin shouldn't mean that much to you that you sell your soul. See, because when you start doing this dirty shit and you get down like that, you selling your soul. That's the work of the devil. That's not the work of a Christian man or whatever faith you have. I was always told, and even reading in the Bible, to be modest, to be humble. See, when you start making money and you start getting that celebrity status, that notoriety, that egotistical demeanor, yeah, that might be right, yeah, and that narcissism in you, that's what controls you. And it's hard to stop that. See, because if you notice, the more money a person make, the grander they become. And so they making all this money now, just like him, his money on the floor, his money on the floor. Y'all know, y'all always hear his money on the floor, his money on the floor. You can't sell your fucking soul for no money. See, because you can't get your soul back. Once you sell it, look at the celebrities. They have sold a soul. You got Cardi B begging to get out of the game because she don't want to live like that no more. She just want to be a normal woman, a normal mom. She can't. She has sold her soul. So she needs to repent and turn around and do something different. But every time, not all the time, they let you out the game. Think about what I'm saying. Your gang members don't always let you out the game the way you want to get out. See, that even comes to YouTube. It's the same as YouTube or social media. When you want to do something different and you want to give your audience something different, they don't let you out. No, you got to keep that shit going. Because if not, you lose money, you lose viewership, you lose subscribers, because that's the way they met you. They want you to always be that way, the way they met you. And when you try to do something different, they don't allow you to. They don't allow you to do anything different. They don't support you. That's why that box, when Sassy talked about that box, and this the second time I heard her say it, it made me think, am I putting myself in the box by, always being positive, which I'm going to continue to be me and positive. That's what I came on here doing. That's what I really want to do. That's my passion. That's what I'm going to do. But don't put me in no box and think you can't come up here and cuss. No, I'm not going to let you to come over here and call people a bunch of bitches and bastards and your dead mama, your dead brother, your dead dog. No, I'm not going to have that shit on my platform. But you could come up here and get loose every now and then. You don't have to tiptoe, because I know when to put a stop for it. See, I do control my panel and my platform. People say, well, I can't control what people say. Absolutely, you can. Because when you start talking too much and go on the left, I'll just drop your ass. It's just that simple of kicking them out. We have that opportunity. We have that option. So don't come on here thinking, oh, I can't say nothing. Oh, Miss T, don't do that. Oh, she don't. Yes, I don't like a bunch of chaos and a bunch of drama. I need to pick it up. Pick up what, Diva? But anyhow, I don't like a bunch of them, but I will have it from time to time because it's a show. But you're not gonna come over here every day or every time I come live and see people getting what they call dragged all through the YouTube street, because I just don't get down like that. But that's me. I'm here for watching other people do it if that's what they want to do. Hey, Melissa. Okay, baby. Yeah, if other people want to do it, they could do it, but they're not gonna come over here and do that because some people seek refuge in other places where they don't have all the drama and chaoses. And I like to be a place that you could come to and you could be yourself, but you also have to know that I have a certain decorum here. But yeah, cuz she don't drink. Yeah, I drink. I sure do. I don't smoke weed or nothing like that. I don't do nothing like that. But every now and then I have a glass of wine. This happened to be a good glass of wine. Don't ask me what kind it is, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, but anywho, I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for Kevin Samuels, and I don't feel sorry for anybody else who's reaping what they sow. I don't feel sorry. Like I said, I never did like him. There's money, the money on the floor. Yeah, it's money on the floor, they say. And those people are picking it up, and I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them. I'm not envious. I'm not jealous because I could do the same thing. I just choose not to. I do. But I said, well, I'm going to talk about him because I really don't like him. And I don't really give a damn what happens to him. And everybody who's taking a form on all these bullshit fake friendships, I just don't do. Oh, it's Stella. See, even though Stella Black wine. That's what it is. I said, all these people do this shit. And now when something happened to them, you supposed to feel sorry for them? Where the hell do they do that at? I'm not feeling sorry for no one. Like I said, I'm just not being a part of their demise. I won't ever pick up a phone and call someone. I won't ever, drag someone autistic child or talk about somebody dead womb or baby shit. That's just not what I'm gonna do. But if that's what they do, I'm here for the show. So love listening. You do make me smile. Thank you. Mr. Carruthers had a good show today about long distance relationships. I haven't seen a few people, and I hope they doing well. Maybe they just took a YouTube break. But Diva often bring it to my attention that we haven't seen a few people around here. Sometimes people take a break. Like I said, this shit, this constant chaos and drama and these storylines could become overwhelming. Excuse me. But like I said, I love going over to Pizarro's, always have love going over to her. But that Dovey, I mean, not that Dovey, that Dory, I just, oh, you know how it's like chalk going down the chalkboard? her voice is just like, oh my gosh, she knows so fucking much. She knows everything. Please let someone else talk. Let someone else talk. She doesn't let anyone talk, and I can't tolerate that. The other day, Sassy was trying to talk. They just took right over and talked right through Sassy. Sassy just had to get down. She was trying to explain the situation. So it gets wild sometime on these platforms. But as long as they making money and they happy, let them do just that. So I don't know. I'm about to switch gears here, and then I'm gonna drop the link because Diva probably want to say something else. But anywho, I don't know if y'all saw my first video. Now, I have to work on it, right? I have to work on it of my full editing. But I did a full video about the Damas family. Damas family, he murdered his whole family. And someone gave me some good tips on it. They watched the video. They were very proud of me too. And they gave me some good tips. And I truly appreciate them for that. So I am going to continue to work on my uploads. They take a little longer. You'll never believe, my dear, who gave me the advice. That shit took me almost 2 weeks to get that out. Because for one, you have to, oh God, you got to catch the voiceover. You have to be right on point to change it. The scenery and all that, that takes a lot. And y'all already know my mind is so little, I forget. And then my daughter was looking at it. She told me, she said, well, Mom, it sounds like you reading. I said, I am. So I have a tough time with memory. I told y'all I have a tough time with memory. Shit, I ain't lying. I have a tough time with memory. And I do a lot of things. I do crossword puzzles. I read. I do things, word games, things to stimulate my brain. But it is what it is, right? I'm getting a little older. However, it took me a long time to do that. So I was really proud of myself. But you will be getting more of that. But I will be coming on here to my a little Shemessy segment. When I see something, I'll come down here and say something, and then I'll go ahead back to that. Oh yeah, doesn't it make you? Mr. Williams is just overwhelming with her. It's just, and I don't have anything against her. I don't know her and her lover's storyline. I don't know them like that, like I said. But I don't have any beef or anything with them. Not that I don't like. It's just that it becomes overwhelming when one person wants the attention on them all the goddamn time. We could be talking about apples and oranges. They'll start talking about, it's a lot of them, not just Dory, it's a lot of people. They'll start talking about them. Oh, well, I remember when I ate the watermelon. Oh, I remember when I used to pick this. Oh, I remember when it was I. It's always about them. That's a really narcissistic person. That's one of their traits, one of their main traits. It always have to be about them. They always want you to recognize them. And so, and I don't give a damn whether somebody cuss me out. I probably would never see it or hear it. Hey, TT, what's going on, baby? So, much love to you. So, anywho, she over there, and it just becomes overwhelming for me. Mz.Teavalocity can't take it. It's just like, God damn, can you shut up and let somebody else? Sometimes I just be wanting to jump on the platform. I swear, you don't know how many times I sit back and want to just jump on the platform and say, shut the up. Just shut the F up. Because people continuously talk over other people who wants to talk. And that's where platforms, is kind of difficult to run. Because even when I got on Mr. Carruthers and I went on somebody else's platform last week, it wasn't over here in another sector I go to, and I don't hear myself a lot of times. So you overtalk people. So when you don't want that to happen, you just have to control it. See, I never forget the story about Tita Talks. My baby Tita Talks and my other baby, who's funny as hell. They are so goddamn funny. Well, Tita was new, and she decided she was going to get StreamYard. JD remember this. Tita go remember this. And so she thought, okay, I'll drop the link. So JD, I think, was it JD telling her to drop the link? Somebody must have told Tita to drop the link. Drop the link. So TT dropped the link. All hell broke loose. Remember, they was cussing and hooping and hollering. And Tita didn't know what to do. Her Missy was trying to hold their little regular show where it was just, chilling and talking about some stuff that was going on in general. And the beef sector, those mofos were haywire. She got this one drunk lady up there. TT, I know you remember you and Missy. She got this drunk lady on here. I don't want to say her name, but she was just going haywire. And JD jumped up there trying to control it for Tita, and they couldn't control it, and it blew Tita's mind. Because when you have a panel, you have to control that panel unless that's what you want them to do as part of your entertainment, to just go back and forth and scream and hoop and holler. But I laughed so goddamn hard that night. JD had, you remember Diva? JD had to help her try to get control of it. She never did it again. She said, I'm sorry, y'all. She didn't even know what to say to her audience. She had got a lot of people because if the shit go haywire, you gonna get audience. So she had got a lot of people over there, but she just couldn't control the panel. Her and Missy couldn't talk. Tita had a whole agenda. They didn't allow her to talk. It was the funniest shit I ever see almost on YouTube. Okay, BB, thank you, beautiful queen. It was so funny. She couldn't control her panel. They start cussing out the people who came on the panel. She was like, Missy, what's going on? And like I said, I think JD came to help her out because it was just a mess. So if that's what you want, that's what you want. It is what it is. But I'm going to drop the link, you guys, because normally I don't stay on for an hour, and I'm not going to use my whole hour talking about someone else, but like I said, no, I don't feel sorry for Jay Wilson. But the person who made the call, they have to know, when you digging a grave for someone else, you digging one for yourself. That's like pointing a finger at somebody, you pointing one back at yourself. So this is going to be, I believe, a rocky road. But everybody always say they're going to sue. They calling the police. You gonna do this, you gonna do that. Well, we have never seen anything come of that. However, someone may just do that. Someone may just get your channel shut down. Like I said, when they talk about kids, Reed's kids and Rita's kids, both of those I know is children of that has autism. Don't forget, this is Mental Health Month too. I have a sad story coming up. But anywho, those kids, do you know if the right advocate, or even myself, if I decided to write a letter to the right person, they would shut those people channels down? And if Google didn't respond by shutting the channel down because the right advocates haven't been here, then Google will have a big problem on their hand. Because there are protected class of people, and children with autism, adults with autism, they are one of the protected class. So we have to be very careful, but no one has really done, thanks TT, please make sure you like the video. No one has really ever done what they needed to do to cut some of this shit out. That's why when people say, oh, I'm going to the police, oh, I'm filing a report, oh, I'm suing, no one ever listens. Everyone get doxxed and they just move on. It is what it is. Everyone get their business put out here and they just moved on. But I don't understand. See, because if I was a drug addict, oh, TT, no, nothing to you, but perfect example would be Tita, right? If I was a drug addict, right, for 20 years and I kicked my addiction for 20 years, ain't shit you could say about me to make me feel bad. I'm better than what you would ever think about me because I was able to kick an addiction. So you can't haunt me with that. You can't dog me with me being an ex-prostitute, an ex-junkie, an ex-something. That's my past. You can't bring up my past and make me feel bad. What's happening, Diva?
Hey, Mz.Teavalocity and chat. How are you?
Hey, sis, what's going on?
Girl, put that wine glass down. You know you can't handle that.
No, it's not a lot.
It's a lot for you.
Oh, shit. Speaking of that, let me tell y'all, for Mother's Day, I go out to dinner. And so the server's over there trying to tell me what kind of drinks. I said, well, I don't know none of these. He said, well, let me make you one of my drinks. He said, let me make you my special. I said, okay, bro, just do that, baby. I'm going to go ahead and trust you. This dude came back with a drink, and it was called a tropical typhoon or a tropical something, right? I started drinking. That shit was so strong, y'all. That one drink had me toasted. You know, I was off of that one drink because he said, oh, let me, it's just a little this and a little that. He said, but I'm going to make it special for you. I said, okay, baby, go ahead and do your thing. I took, I said, damn. I said,
Oh
this
my
is
God.
strong. I said, this shit is strong. It took me the whole dinner time to drink that drink, and I was feeling nice. And it happens too with a glass of wine because I don't drink. What's up, sissy?
Nothing much, nothing much. I just decided to come up and chat a little with you.
So what you think, sissy? Because you know you
Girl,
a little colder than
it's
me.
too much. It's too much to even talk about.
It's too much.
Just,
It's too
yeah, it's a
much.
lot going on, and I'm all over.
You all over, baby. Your heels should be worn out because shit, you run these streets.
Girl, I had to buy me some new Crocs.
Oh, if you send me one more link, because you know Diva send me link after link. I ain't gonna throw you under the bus. She sends me link. Oh, so and so on, so and so on, so and so on. I said, girl, I'm sitting down here trying to edit. Shit, hey, Mr. Carruthers. Hey,
Hello, darling.
hi, baby. I said, I'm sitting over here trying to edit Diva. I can't watch him right now. I just can't watch him. I gotta focus on my shit. I gotta focus on what's up, Mr. Carruthers?
Hi, Queen Diva. Oh, honey, I'm just so glad that I'm here gracing your panel today and listening to your conversation. And quit trusting those bartenders to make drinks for you.
When I say it was strong, y'all, it was strong. I can't even tell you what liquor was in it, but it must have been a lot, and he must have went heavy. You
Oh,
know?
he did. He went heavy because you're a beautiful woman, and that's what bartenders do.
Oh, you
Oh.
think he was trying to get me drunk to get some, Mr. Williams?
Mhm. Sure.
Well, I'm speaking from a man's perspective, and I've been a bartender.
So you would have tried to see, but you know what, Mr. Williams? You gotta watch folk like you. You gotta watch folk like you. Can you imagine if I was there and I was just putting them back, putting them back?
Oh, no, no. You only need one. You would only need one. And then we would have to have the conversation because I'm not going to let you get so inebriated until that when we do decide we're going to take that chance, you fall asleep on me.
Oh shit! Oh, that's what I mean. You can't do it, Mr. Carruthers.
Yes,
Being a
dear.
little messy.
What? I'm not being messy. I'm
No,
just
I
telling
said
the
I'm gonna
truth.
be a little messy. But
Oh,
since
okay.
you're around, Mr. Carruthers, what do you think about the Jay Wilson story?
I'll be honest with you. I really, he deserved what he got, but losing his job, I can't see that point right there. Now, everything that happens to him is karma, as people say, and all that good stuff. But losing a job,
Yeah,
he'll get one again, maybe. But to call somebody's workplace and then to put out stuff, I
yeah. But Mr. Carruthers, no, I'm never gonna go for somebody losing their job. I think it's overboard again. Like I said, everything has boundaries, and they cross boundaries.
right,
See, there's no boundaries over here. So when you start mucking with people, you don't know what you're gonna get in return. But hey, they done did it to everybody. They doxed you, they doxed Tita, they doxed
hmm
Jay Dunn. So they done doxed everybody. That's the game. That's
yeah.
what they
And
give
I
them.
and I remember a young lady, Brown Sugar. She lost her job too.
Yeah. They ain't the only one lost their job. I think it's a couple of people
Yeah,
lost their
yeah,
job. You
yeah.
know, if you see somebody who don't come on YouTube a lot, like if they don't do a lot of lives, make a lot of videos or whatever, and they have a job, when you see them all the time, that means something, 9 times out of 10, something has happened with their job, or they have chosen YouTube as their primary job. Because people don't have time to be on here like that
Yeah, that's
when they
true.
work.
Yeah,
No,
you
I don't think it's right that he lost his job. No, but do I think he's getting what he did? I guess.
deserves. Well, yeah, and then when
Yes.
I think about it, karma is a bitch. It is.
They
Excuse me,
say
but
that
it is. It
karma
is.
is a bitch, and you never know when karma gonna come back to get you. You could be traveling these roads just as smooth, and all of a sudden, boom, some shit
Yep.
hit you, and you like, damn, why I'm going through this? I mean, when I was going through my rough time, I was like, damn, why am I going
Right.
through all this? And then for real, this is me being a spiritual person. Is as if God said, well, you reaping what you sow. That's why I'm so hard. I'm just so firm on you reap what you sow. Because
Yeah.
it was as if God was reminding me of shit that I had done.
And he does. And I'm not ashamed to tell people, hell, I done slept on park benches
Yeah.
and thought about shit that I've done in my
Well,
past. And he's letting me know, hey, I'm
hey,
whooping your ass right now.
yes, yes. They happened to
Mhm.
me. I said, damn. All I do was say, God, I know you're gonna take me through it and I have to go through it, but please ease up on me. Damn, what is really going on? Because you get in most cases, I mean, in life, you'll hit those rough periods. Sometimes, Diva, you coming on again?
Yeah, it's. I'm sorry. It's interrupting. Notification. I'm
Oh,
sorry. Oh my.
okay. So damn, we got to get rid of one.
Okay.
Gone. But yeah, a lot of times you just read what you sow. That's all. So we need to be careful, even in this game of YouTube or social media, Facebook or IG or whatever. We need to be very careful of what we do because whether we just look at it as entertainment. Damn, Diva, you coming on again?
Okay. Am I on just
Yeah, you on.
one person? Okay. I'm sorry. My phone keeps going off. People trying to contact me.
Am I drinking or you drinking? I see 10 of you down here.
No, you do that. Yeah, that's that drink.
No,
Mr. Carruthers, that's why she don't need no wine.
Hey, I'll never mix her a drink. Never.
No.
you know what? My sister, my biggest supporter too. When I told her if I'm hitting a rough patch, I said, "Damn, Diva, I'm getting my." She said, "You'll be all right."
Mhm.
Sometimes though, that's what we all need to hear.
Yeah, my
Mhm.
You-
sister, my biggest supporter, man, and she tell me that all the time. Oh, you'll be all right, sis.
yeah.
It'll be okay. I was like, damn, I wish I just couldn't. I could, ease up off this ass kicking I'm getting right now, and I'm having it rough. You know, shit, people will never
Yes.
know. People will
My
never
mother
know.
always said trouble don't last always.
Right,
So,
trouble won't last always. And I remember
Right.
also that I said, that's one thing about it. When you do something, it's just like when you owe somebody money. You'll remember to your dying days unless you get dementia or something like who you owe.
Right. You will.
You just didn't pay them back. But you
Yeah.
don't forget who you owe.
Oh
So when
no.
you
And
say, oh, I
and really
forgot I owe
surprisingly, we don't forget who owes us.
but you know how people try to run that shit down on you. Oh, girl, I forgot I owed you. No, you just ain't
Yeah.
there. You damn sure ain't forget you owe because I ain't forget you owe me.
Right. I mean, I don't have an elephant memory, but I do have a rhinoceros memory.
all
Yeah,
right.
so I know when I owe people, but yeah, so when people get
Yeah.
their ass kicked, they know why they getting the kick. And then
Mm.
Sean Bradley said something the other day. You know what? And this is true even for celebrities. And I'll go ahead and say, celebrities. When it's your time to shine and you shining, remember that while you up there with wait, he was saying it like this. Why I was telling you that you riding high now, don't forget that bad shit comes with riding high.
It sure does.
In other words, you doing your thing now and you killing these streets, as a content but don't forget bad shit also comes along with that.
It will, and it'll bite you sooner than you think too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, it
So,
sure will. And so, I guess
and I try to. I really do. I honestly try to stay out when you ladies, you women, have your discussions and your arguments and stuff. I don't want to come up there and get in the middle of it because women, like I'll say it again, women are more adapt to air out their differences and don't want a man in it, period, than a man is, then men get up here and argue, and then they get a woman up there and they start siding with the man, and then the first thing the man ego gets in his head, oh, you see, I told you I got her. You know, it's not about ego with women more so than it is with men. Us men have the biggest
Oh,
damn ego. Lord, we have the biggest ego. You know, and when I listen to women argue, I think, hey, they're talking logic sometimes. You know, and especially when they're talking about men, oh boy, they hit it on the nail head. You know, so I'm
But
not a male basher. I love my brethren, but I also respect women because they're the livelihood of our lives. They got us here. Without a woman, we wouldn't be here today.
you
So,
know what?
Absolutely.
It's easy for men to do it over here, and this is just the truth. It's because in this sector is a lot of gay men.
well,
So
yeah, I
it's
agree with
easy
you on
for
that.
them. It's easy, really, for a gay man to go back and forth with you versus a straight man. You know, and I don't care what nobody say. I don't give a damn. Ain't no straight man to me go sit there and go back and forth with you like gay men do.
Oh no, I'm gonna shut my
So,
mouth. I'm
yeah,
gonna sit in
I
the corner.
think
Really.
yeah, yeah. Ain't no straight man gonna be caught up in a lot of this bullshit that they do here. I couldn't imagine seeing my husband be here.
Yeah.
I,
And
I
see,
can't imagine seeing my sons here doing
yeah,
that shit. Now, of course, they could cuss you out, but
right.
for
We can
them,
all cuss each other out, but what good is it doing?
right? But for them to go back and forth and to watch this shit, nah, my family. I mean, I'm talking about the men in my life. They wouldn't do it. They like, I'm not watching that shit, man. How you sit and watch that all the time?
And that's what I do. I'll look at them, and when they get the even Miss Pizzario's page, I go up there. I never typed in her chat or anything, but I look and I listen. And when they get to arguing and cussing and fussing with each other out, I got to leave. I got to leave because they'll work it out. Women always work their problems out.
Mm-hmm.
Men always, like I said, it's that ego thing. We never want to work it out. If it ain't your way, it's the highway. You know,
Well,
you're not.
sorry, Mr. Wood.
No,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Pizarro
Sorry.
don't let straight men on her panel though.
I
She
know that,
oh,
and you know
yeah,
what? And I kind of respect her for that
too. I do too.
because she has a man. She has a man, a husband. I respect her for that.
Yep.
But you know, I'm still gonna say I listen to her and I listen to the rhetoric, and
Mhm.
because a lot of it's rhetoric. When the women get to arguing too much, I say, "Oh no, I can't do this because I love all of y'all and I got to go." So
Yeah. You don't like to see I noticed, Mr. Carruthers, you don't like to see other women pitted against other women and women fighting because I think you do have a genuine like for each the content creators. So you don't really like to see that anyway. You here for the mess, but I think you don't like when it gets too messy.
yeah, I'm here for the mess, and then a lot of times I don't like to get too personal with my own life because they'll take it and run with it, and you know things will get haywire. Like I say, I always say, there's more to life than just YouTube.
Well,
And you get up, you need to get up, get out, smell the roses, look
yeah.
at the trees budding, look at the birds flying, take a trip somewhere, do something ordinary instead of, like you say, a person that's on YouTube 11 hours a night, a day. What social life do they have besides
None.
that? Yeah, there's this virtual reality, and that's not really social. It's not
But
really social to me.
this plays a big part in people's lives nowadays, Mr. Carruthers. It plays a this when people say that, and I do want to say this because this is my mind. This is what I think. When
Hmm.
people say, "Oh, you're too invested," this ain't real life. No, no, no. You're invested too.
Yeah,
You're
I admit
invested.
I'm invested to a
This
point.
is your
To
real life.
well, yeah, well, real life saying that I'm not going to go to bed and wake up with everybody every morning. You see what I'm
Mhm,
saying? Real life, not saying that I'm going to, when I leave out to go somewhere, I'm going to take you with me, or I'm
mhm.
going to visit at a part. We're having a party and I can't leave that party listening to YouTube all the time. See,
Right.
my friends, what are you doing? Oh man, y'all, let's look at this YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
No, 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 no.
Mhm, mhm. I get it. But now YouTube has become a big part of our life, social media, period.
Yeah,
And
and it. yeah.
Yeah.
It became a big part of my life when I started playing the music because I enjoy music. And I know there's other people out there on YouTube that want to hear some music besides all the riffraff all the time. And I enjoy them coming up into my chat,
Mhm.
talking to each other without cursing each other out, not all it's good. They're waving at each other, they're dancing emojis and hearts flowing around, and people they forget about all the rah-rah bull crap for that hour or so that I'm on, and then it's back to reality.
It's a nice vibe. Over there is a nice vibe. In fact, I have something coming up that's going to be a nice vibe, and it's going to include a couple of people. Now, I'm going
Hmm.
to tell you who plays some music. You play some music, and so does Tita Talk. You
Tina
could,
talks.
oh,
Okay.
hell yeah,
I'm
yeah.
on her playlist.
Oh, oh, Tita jams.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I don't know
oh,
if she monetized or not, or she just don't give a damn. Oh, she
oh.
jams
It's
our old time music.
Yeah, yeah. It's like me. I don't care. I'm not monetized.
Oh,
I just don't care. I just do it just what. And sometimes I don't got a strike for doing it, but somebody else gave me that strike. It wasn't YouTube.
mm,
Then they'll tell me that I can't be monetized because I don't care about that. I just want people to enjoy
play themselves,
themselves.
yeah, yeah.
That's it.
You know what comes into play too? The more popular you become on YouTube, and when people don't care about being monetized, is that because cash apps, cash apps
Yeah, yeah.
giving them money, and so they don't care. Like people will say, the bigger you get, the bigger platform. Hey, this is not going to be monetized. Y'all go ahead and cash at me, and people will do that because they like the entertainment. It's all a form of entertainment.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's just what type of entertainment you like, what type of
You
show
like
you like.
right,
You know.
right. And like you
Mr.
said,
Ruffles,
I
let
do
me
like.
say this.
Hmm.
I enjoy your Sunday morning inspiration.
Hmm.
I listen to that all the time. I may not drop down, but I'm tuned in on Sunday mornings.
She goes to church with Armor
Thank you.
Brown too on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Almond Brown. That's another sweet
You
lady.
know.
I listened to her and watched her, and I felt the pain she went through when we lost Polo.
Oh,
And gosh,
That blew me.
she's yeah. That is true. To me, that's true friendship. That is
It
true
is. They
friendship.
did. Uh-huh. They had a genuine friendship. And not only
Genuine.
that, they leaned upon each other as friends, like, because I was in one Apollo and I forgot to even, say anything about that. Diva had to tell me. I don't think I had been on YouTube that week or something when that happened. And when I did
Hmm.
come back on, I didn't say anything about that. But I really did enjoy Polo and Almond Brown around the world. And then I would go in there sometime, and I've been in there and just talk to Polo and
Yes.
Brown, and it wouldn't be a lot of us in there, So I was really saddened when she passed. It was a sudden passing, I guess.
Yeah. And I only met her one time and talked to her one time, and that was on Almond Brown's panel.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
and at my age, and she was
Yeah,
a younger woman, and I'm thinking, God, you blessed me with somebody else that made me smile that day.
yeah,
So, I
yeah. It is. It's pretty hard, and you could take it pretty. It's sad, and you could take it hard when you've been with these people, And that's why I said these people has become a part of our lives in reality. They really have, because you
hmm
feel that. You feel
yeah,
that connection. When I come on here, I talk to certain people. You feel that connection, so they are a part of our lives. They just a part of our virtual life.
virtual life and virtual
They are.
doesn't mean that we're gonna get any more out of it than we would if we just do things for ourselves sometimes. And when I say it like that, it's go for a walk.
Mhm,
Go out to a beach somewhere and just relax. Go
mhm,
fishing. Just do
mhm.
something.
Yeah, it's so much to life.
Hmm.
I think a lot of people really do need to enjoy it. I have a upload that I'm about to push after I get off here, and mental health is mental
Yes,
health.
ma'am. Oh, yes,
Mental
yes.
health is real. Hey, Dutch Pooh, what's going on, baby? Mental health is real, and a lot of times you may look at a person, and Diva and I always, because Diva is my best friend, so I talk to her. I said, sometimes, Diva, you could look at a person and think they have it all well put together, and they
Mhm.
really suffering silently, mentally, with
All
mental
right.
issues. You know, it's so many people that's committing suicide.
Yeah. And some of them committing suicide slowly by drinking every day or taking pills and stuff. And
Masking the
that's,
problem. I
yeah.
did an article. I read a article the other day where this dude, and I'm gonna upload this. You know, I hate to talk about, but this dude, he killed his family and himself. And the mom believes it was CTE. You know, he had a traumatic brain injury from playing football, and that
Right.
is true. Too many hits to the brains will cause
Does.
you to have CTE. And
Yes.
he ended up, but he was seeking help, but he just didn't get the help he
Didn't get it in time.
at that time. And
Yeah.
so he leaves the sheriff's office with him and his family where he was begging for help. They had been talking to him on the phone. He went down there to talk to him. Then he went home and called them several times. And this officer is talking to him. Well, by the time the officers did come out to the house, they said, "Oh, that house is burning up on so and so street. It's on fire. It just caught on fire." He has set his family on fire and himself, his girlfriend, fiance, and their two children. He killed all of them. He
That
shot
is
them and then set the house on fire,
fire and
and then
shot itself.
shot himself. And it's sad because he was a young brother,
Yeah,
and
see,
it's
that's,
because it's happening a lot.
yes, it is. It's happening with us too often, too soon. You know, they're gone too soon. We don't know what they could have contributed to the world or what great ideas they might have had, if any. You know, even Beethoven wasn't all there, but he left us some beautiful music. I
Yeah,
got
neither was Albert Einstein.
Albert
You
Einstein,
know,
right? Right.
he definitely was smart, a genius. But still, a lot of people I heard the other day where this lawyer got locked up because she had attempted murder, right? A
Mhm.
lawyer. Nutty is a fruitcake. She begged them to charge her with attempted murder. And they was like, "No, we're not gonna charge." She said, "Yes, you're gonna charge me with attempted murder." She said, "Because I'm gonna get up here and murder you." And the man is telling her to sit down. And I think he was baffled when she told him she was a lawyer. So, see, you can be educated, you can have everything in the world. If you have mental health and you suffer and you don't get the proper care, professional care for it, you won't be able to deal with it. She killed that woman. She said, "Yeah, I tried to kill her." She said,
Yeah.
"And I'm gonna get up and try to kill you." And then she got up and started walking towards the interrogator. And he was like, "So and so, please sit down." She said, "Nope." She said, "No." She said, "Because you won't charge me with attempted murder. So I'm gonna kill you. And I'm gonna go out this door and kill more people." She said, "Because that's
Wow.
what I want to do." She was a lawyer. So
Yeah.
you know, at a certain point, you have to have some degree of education, and you have to think. You have to have a sharp mind. You know what I mean and stuff. Yeah, she was mentally ill.
Yeah. And
So
a lot of people are afraid to even admit that they have a mental problem, and families hide stuff from people about their certain relatives and stuff. We hide. We have a tendency to be silent instead of speaking out and saying, "Look, I know my son or daughter needs help. I know my brother or sister needs help. Please, somebody." But we rather shove them back in the closet.
because there's a stigma. Oh, she getting sleepy. Okay, Diva, we gonna
Uh-oh,
I'm
Diva.
sorry. I thought I muted. What's
oh,
up?
we hear you, Yana. But because there's a stigma attached to it.
Right.
There's
There's
a
all,
stigma
and
attached.
with black people, when we have that kind of stigma, we tend to, instead of trying to break the tie, break the bond that makes us as black people I want to say subservient to other people, because we're a great group of people.
Mm.
We've built this country. We fought in wars. We fought for our freedom. we're still fighting for our freedom as you look at it today, because there are things that don't even pertain to us as black people, such as when they give us something, we're supposed to be joyous about it. Okay, let's talk about reparations. Nobody wants to talk about that
No,
anymore.
because Mr. Williams, you know what? The fact of the matter is that we will never get reparation.
And
So
I
to
believe
me,
that. I
sometimes
believe it.
I don't think that, and maybe it could be a lot of people like me that have doubt, but you're fighting for something you'll never get. So you're really wasting your time. We'll never get reparations because they don't see it for us. They don't believe they owe us anything. And if you think I'm a slave or I'm a nigga now, if you thought it back then, you still think the same thing about me, no matter how educated I am, no matter how uppity I am. I'm gonna
Right.
always be a nigga to some
Right.
people. So you
True.
Right.
have to
And
take
that's true. And we're even niggas to ourselves. So let's face it,
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah.
how do we expect somebody else to respect us?
Yeah. Yeah. That,
I
that is
mean,
so
it is
very
what
true.
it is. If we
It is
do
what it is.
this, the stuff that we do now for no cause, then why would you pay us money to do something for a cause? You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, and that's why I love talking to you, because as a woman, you open my mind up as a man, and I see everything you're saying. And
Sometimes,
there's no reason for me to sit up and say, she ain't got no sense. All the men, no, women got more common sense than men do. We do sometimes think with our little wee instead of our brains, or instead of our heart. So I'll just admit it. Yeah, I made mistakes throughout the years growing up, but God has got me to 72 years. And with that 72 years, I've learned a lot.
learned a
I
lot.
and I try to speak it to where I don't want everybody coming back on me for what I did in the past. Let's talk about how we're going to go ahead in the future and build things. Can we have another Rosewood? Can we have another Tulsa, Oklahoma, where black people own the banks and businesses and all that?
You know, they start developing one in Atlanta. You know, they just start doing another I guess like another, what you call it? Black Wall Street, not Black Wall Street,
Well, yeah, we had Black Wall Street too.
right? It didn't work because they didn't tear it down. We ourselves tore it down.
To it now.
See, we don't really contribute to each other. We don't boost each other. We don't build each other. We don't buy black. And I'll be the first to tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. Today, you guys check this out. I had a dentist appointment, right?
Right.
And I drove an hour to go to this dentist. And I told Diva, I said, I canceled the appointment. I said, damn, I got plenty of dentists around me. Plus, I'm looking for a black dentist.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking for a black dentist, right?
Sure.
And then I said, damn, I don't know what's going on, Diva, but my tooth hurt so bad, right? I said, I'm just going to go here. I'm just going to drive that hour. This place was the best medical attention I have ever received, period. Dentist or health wise, other aspect was the best. And they were Hispanics. I believe this lady was a Hispanic. Her name was Anderson, but I do believe she was a Hispanic woman when she walked in there, and the office was Hispanic. It was, and when I walked in there, it was so inviting, so clean, so warm. That feeling was just there as a customer, you know.
Right.
I was
Right.
like, damn. I said, and I started to cancel because I didn't want to come way out here. She wasn't a black dentist. That would have been a big mistake I had made trying to support my own, right? So,
Well, uh,
so, huh?
I'm not going to say it was a mistake. It was just that you feel like I do. You want to support black people, but there are times that when you just can't do it. I don't care what it is or how it is. There's sometimes you just can't do it. And
No, I'm saying it was a mistake if I would have canceled it.
right, it
If
would,
I had
yeah,
canceled it,
because you had that experience of enjoyment, relaxation. You
oh
felt
man.
you felt like you were, hey, you're
Mhm.
not just a patient being shuffled in and out. I know
This
that
was the
feeling.
best care I've ever received.
Hmm.
The best medical care, I bullshit you down, that I ever received. They took 2 hours, right?
Right.
So something was causing my back tooth. So I thought, oh, it must be a decay. So I went in there and they shot the x-ray, they did the cleaning, and then they did extensive cleaning, right? And then she said, well, describe to me what you think it is, I mean, describe. I said, oh, it's like a sharp pain that come like a nerve. You know, when your nerve is exposed,
Oh, yes.
right? I said, that's what it is. She do the x-ray. She said, I don't see no decay down there. She said, I don't see anything. I don't see no exposed nerves. Your enamel intact. So she went back. She did the cleaning. She did the deep cleaning. Then she goes back and get another x-ray because she's trying to find out what is the problem, you know? Now,
Right.
she used cold water. She used the toothbrush. She used the picks and everything. It never bothered me, right? So she went back. She did that x-ray. Then they made a mold because I have to have false teeth. And not only false teeth, I have to have a guard to sleep with.
Hmm.
So she said, I cannot find nothing. So, she said, well, let me go back to this tooth and dig a little deeper. And she went all around the surface and everything. And she came back and did 3 x-rays plus a panoramic view x-ray. They couldn't find nothing,
Wow.
nothing at all. Did that. They spent so much time trying to see, with me. I felt so welcome. I felt like I was getting excellent service, the professionalism, the area was clean and everything. That I told that lady, I said, I have thoroughly enjoyed my visit here. I
Visit.
said,
Yeah.
even though I live an hour, almost an hour, I said, I'll be back, because they were saying, oh, you live kind of far. I said, yeah, I know. I said, but that's okay. I said, I said because it's a beautiful place. I'm talking about as far as the decor was beautiful, it was clean, they were professional, the treatment went well, and the cost was decent. But I said I had one hell of an experience today at the dentist that I will never forget because I have never received treatment like that. Dealing
Right.
with my people, I have never received treatment like
For
that.
treatment like that, and
It
that's
was just, it was awesome. I would refer them to anyone, you
yeah.
know, and it's an hour away.
Yeah, and it surprised me. I found out here recently that way back in the day when we were at it with Cuba, Cuba was offering people, Americans, to come over there and they would teach them how to be doctors and medicals, you know, help for free.
Mm.
They was
Really?
doing
I
for
didn't know.
yes, yeah,
What, to
but that
help
was
them? To
the,
help them?
no, what they would do, they would train you to be a doctor, and if you wanted to stay, you could stay. If not, you could go back to the United States.
I
And
didn't know that.
yeah, that's why we have a lot of Cuban doctors here too, because a lot
No,
of them left Cuba and came over here to the United States. But at one time, Cuba was offering
no,
Americans
I didn't know
and
that.
black people to come over to train to become doctors
Mm-hmm.
and to go back and help their people, because that's what a lot of them do. They come over here, they learn a profession, they'll go back and stay in their country for maybe 2 or 3 years, and then they'll come right back to the United States, establish a residency, and become doctors and specialists over here.
Well, one day I had Regina here. Regina is pretty knowledgeable. I don't know what type of field of work she works in, but she's a very knowledgeable woman and she engages quite a bit. And she reminded me of something. In foreign countries, they teach their students and their children for specific jobs
Jobs,
because we
right?
wonder why you have a lot of Africans over here, Nigerians over here that's taking over the healthcare field because she said they are a specialty. That's their specialty. Like they teach
Hmm.
them that. And so what happens is they're coming over here. Oh, Arnita Dobbins said schools in Cuba are better. They're coming over here and they are working as doctors and nurses and everything because she said they start them from the very beginning. They teach them specific things. They don't do us like that. You know what I mean? They
No,
don't do
right?
Americans like that. So when we see a lot of foreign people over here, it's because it's intentionally done. That's what I'm trying to
Right.
say. I
Hmm.
didn't think about that until Regina brought that to my attention. She says intentionally done, Mrs. T, because they teach their children the sciences.
Right.
Real big on the
They're
science.
more. Yeah, that's just like the Chinese kids. We might think that they're brilliant, but it's all it is a matter of teaching, getting into one thing that they like, and they like science. If they love science, they'll let them. Hey, we're going to teach you science. If you love
Right.
engineering, we're going to teach you this engineering. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we're not going to try to cram a whole bunch of different ideas in your
Right.
head. That
Right.
one specialty, even becoming a lawyer, that oh, you're going to study law, and that's what you're going to
Right.
study.
And that's what you know too. Talking about mental health, and I don't know, but I don't know. I'm gonna go back to this because you said we make our children. In so many words, you saying we basically make our children study certain things, and then I was saying, yeah, over in foreign countries, that's what they do. Their primary focus is on like the sciences to become a doctor, engineer, and so and so, and that's why we see so many of them coming over to the United States, getting jobs like that.
Hmm.
When it comes to mental illness and you talk about stuff like that, the stress that parents put on children sometimes to become something perhaps they may not want to be. So I
Yes.
was doing the mental health thing. I was doing my little research on that. And this one article, they said that more and more children, athletes, are younger children athletes in high school are committing suicide. And so I was wondering, well, what is the correlation with that? Why are so many, young people athletes who you think have everything going for them, their world is just fine, and stuff like that? Because it's pressure, I think sometimes.
Yeah,
Pressure
this
to live
pressure.
up to someone else's expectation. And that's
That's
my mental
oh, I'm
illness
glad you touched
on
on that. I'm glad you touched on that because I don't like putting business out in the street, but I have a friend. He was once a basketball player, a good one. He blew his knee out, and now he has a son, and he wants his son to become the basketball player he never became. And he's constantly grilling him for this basketball stuff. And the young man done reached a certain age now, and you could see it in him. He's not interested in basketball
Mhm,
anymore like he used to be. When he was younger, yeah, listening to dad and that, but now he wants to make up his own mind.
mhm.
And
And
we and I ca-
yeah,
and I tell him, you're trying to have your son live your dream. Let him
exactly.
live his. Let him live his. He may not want to play basketball after he gets a certain age. You know, just because he's got the height and all this stuff, you want him to play ball. Let him grow. Let him find out what he wants.
Yeah.
And I,
My speaking of that, I remember even with my son, even like my oldest son put so much money, he poured so much money to have my grandson professionally trained to be a football player. And I remember back a couple of years ago, I thought, now, are you doing this because you want him to be that or because he wants to be, because you're paying a lot of money to condition this kid, and I mean it costs him a lot for personal
oh
training.
yeah, yeah, that's the way his son is. He goes to
And
basketball camps and has to
right,
pay all that money, and it's like,
exactly, he has personal trainers and stuff like that, and I'm saying, now I wonder if you living vicariously through him,
mhm.
because you pushing really hard and you paying a lot. So I had to talk with my grandson because I wanted to see. So I talked to my grandson, and it's something my grandson really wanted to do.
Mhm.
I didn't think he would, but it's something he wants to do. I thought it
Once,
was my son pouring into him because at one point, my son, my oldest son, was a star basketball player. But then
mhm.
my son didn't want to. I wanted him to continue to play basketball, because I thought,
Right.
okay. But then he said no, because I don't want to go to school. I said, well, how stupid you sound. He said, no, 'cause I don't like school. He said, I'm gonna, do my own thing. So when he went to school to college, the first year they redshirted him and they didn't like that. Then they didn't let him play because he didn't want to make the grade, so he quit. And but he does well for himself because he developed his own business and he does quite well for himself. But I thought, damn, are you guys living vicariously through your kids by pushing them, pushing them? No, a lot of kids really want to do those things, but then a lot of kids don't. So they getting all this
Right.
pressure because you expect them to be something, and they begin to get this mental struggle because
Yeah.
you don't want
Yeah.
to disappoint mom, you don't want to
Don't
disappoint
disappoint dad. Yeah. And that's a conflict. That's a
family.
big conflict.
Becomes a mental conflict with them. And so it
Yes.
becomes a struggle. And so when I read that article today, I was trying to figure out the correlation, trying to figure something out. Why is this happening to so many young athletes? Because they have so much on their plate. I watch when my granddaughter has to come from school at 5 o'clock. 5:30 she has to go to dance, to 9:30. 9:30 she has to something, she got to do homework, she got to do this, she got to do that. So where's the real time for herself?
That's it
That's
right there.
pressure.
That's the big question mark.
That's
Where's the
pressure.
time for themselves?
A lot of pressure, Mr. Williams. And so I'm trying to figure out, maybe it's just too much pressure on some of these kids. Even though we did a lot. We do a lot now. Work and go to
Yes.
school. Some people aren't cut out. Some people could do it, work full time, go to school full time, do this. They got 3 and 4, 5 jobs. Everybody is not cut out for that, though.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
Like I said,
everybody's
there's
not
some
cut out
women.
for school.
Yeah, there's some women, they got 5 or 6 kids. They raise them by themselves. They do a damn good job. Then you got some women that's got one or two and they can't do anything with them.
Exactly.
So it's I don't know.
Pressure.
It's
Because I can't
pressure.
imagine why all these young kids are committing suicide. And I
Because the world is looked at as gloom and doom. Right now, we got war overseas that's going on. We had a war that ended just a few years back. Then we got the prices of money going sky high. Well, money ain't worth nothing really if we look at it, because gas is up, food is up, everything is up, up, up. You got to spend
that's
more
not a
to
kid's
enjoy.
pressure. But that's not my granddaughter's pressure. That's not a kid's pressure. That's an adult pressure.
I believe though that with the way TV looks at it, when kids watch TV and they look at the storylines like how parents are struggling, then they wonder if their parents are struggling. Or they look at the news and hear about the economy and how bad it is. They wonder, well, can mom and daddy afford to do this for me? Kids are smarter than we give them credit for. They think, yes, they think about, they love their parents so much until they don't want to see their parents. Uh, I say, I'm not going to say suffer, but they don't want to see them go through a hardship trying to make them happy. Really.
Good point, Mr. Now, I'm going to relate this to this. That's very true, especially with boys in a certain demographic area,
Hmm.
because a lot of young men who has single parents, a lot of these young boys believe that they have to help their parents. They must,
Right.
that's why some of them get into drugs a lot. They
Right.
get into drugs, they get in the game, they do things that they think they doing to help their parents, to give them a little money. I never forget the time when I was single. This is a story. When I was single and I was raising my children for a minute by myself before I remarried. Well, my son, I didn't know why this guy would always come up to my car. Right, it was this guy. I'm like, why the hell he always come up to my car when my son, is getting ready to take me to work? Because I
Right.
used to allow my son to use my car. And I always see this dirty looking and these people. I said, what the fuck they keep coming up to my car from? And he was going, no, man, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Right. And I was like, I don't even know why they coming up to my car, son. You know them? Not going to school, working, not knowing what's going on, but trusting my son to do the right thing. So one day, my son came to me, and for somehow I discovered that they were going over there to get weed.
Hmm.
And I said, well, what the fuck are you doing with weed? He said, I was just, trying to help you out. No, you don't fucking help me out. I never asked for rent. You ain't never went without nothing. I said, no, son, you don't help me out. But that's just then he thought, well, I'll make a little change and help you out. No, dude. When I discovered that shit, I was so mad, Mr. Carruthers. I said, do you
Well,
understand I'm going to school? And do you know if I get caught up in this shit that I would never get a license? I would never get, I said, nah, dude, don't bring that shit. Because I was wondering why they keep coming to him. He ain't nothing but like maybe 16.
16. Yeah. The vulnerable ages, I think, for a young man is
driving that nice truck. So they probably thought, I was like, what the fuck? I was blown away. I took that shit, flushed it down the toilet, Mr. Carruthers, and I never asked you for your damn help. Don't you ever. You never went without. I will work extra before I allow you to get yourself in some jam like that. But a lot of kids do, especially a lot of young boys call themselves trying to be the man that they are left.
Man of the house. Yeah, especially if the father has left.
Exactly. Right. At that period, I was single. So he probably saw my struggles, but we never went without a meal. They never went without a roof over there. But he probably heard me say, God damn, I wish, some of these bills would get up on me. Or he saw me work a lot of overtime, stuff like that. So you don't think, I'm with you, Mr. Williams, you may not think that sometimes these kids take on your burden, but absolutely they can. They can, and I guess. And then it reminds me of the story that I was going to do. I didn't do it, but I was going to do it about the Shannon twins. I think I might have mentioned it because I had judged them wrong because they was Hugh Hefner's girlfriend. But according to their story, they actually went to work to help out the grandmother who was financially struggling. So sometimes kids do take on that burden and responsibility mentally, and then they try to do something about it physically. But yeah, I said, no, dude, I was hot as hell. Yeah, because I said, you jeopardizing me and my youngster. I said, shit, you jeopardizing. Can you imagine somebody kicking the door and over? It's weed, but still. Yeah. I don't know anything about it, and I'm trying to bathe these people. Say, listen, I don't know anything about it. So I would have took the fall for it, right? But like I said, he drove a nice car. I had a nice SUV. He was driving it, so who knows? But yeah I said, shit.
It's easy to impress young men at a young age. 15, 16, 17. These older guys out here with these fancy daddle cars and the rims and the young ladies, and they're selling weed, But I like to know how it's going to be now that marijuana is being legalized in certain states, and even the federal government is going to, do away with that federal law, because at one time the feds still could pick you up about weed. So they're going to abscond from that. They're going to do something different. How are they going to survive now? What is the new?
Well, they doing fentanyl mixed with something else, allegedly. I mean, let me tell you something. You can't try to help me when you're the fucking cause. And I'm talking about deep. I ain't talking about that little shit. You can't help me. You could pretend like you want to help me.
Right.
Do all kind of laws. You're the cause. You somewhat the root of the cause that shit's in our communities.
And so, you're right. And I agree with you 100% on that one.
Yeah, you're not really helping me. Anything that don't benefit you definitely ain't gonna benefit me.
Right.
I mean, anything that benefits you is not going to.
Well, it ain't gonna benefit him or them if they get caught with that shit selling it and get their ass locked up. You see what I'm saying?
No. I went deeper than that, Mr. Williams. Listen to what I said.
Okay.
It's bigger than us. You bringing this shit into my community. So whether you legalize it or not, and I find another route to make money a different way off of another drug, you the one who bring it in here.
Yeah, I get you. I got you.
Okay. No, it's bigger than us, Mr.
It is. And I'm not afraid to say it's a U.S. government.
Yeah.
I'm like, I remember Nino Brown. I watched New Jack City, and when he said, "This is bigger than the both of us,"
it's bigger than us.
Bigger than us. Yeah.
It will be very difficult, whether people believe it or not. And I don't ever want to give up trying to always make us make my community a better community. But a lot of this shit is systematic, it's purpose planned, and it's bigger than us.
Yeah. Just like I believe, and I still say it, the welfare system was created to keep Black people from being families.
You got to be on poverty to get something from it. And so those who are mentally conditioned like that and not looking at the bigger picture, it just becomes a cycle with them and their kids, kids, because you're getting something for free.
For free, right.
You are being hindering from becoming the best somebody you could ever be because you're getting something for free.
For free. And when you say that, nothing is free because it'll cost you either your life or your freedom.
Exactly. So, with
that being said, honey, I sure love talking with you today. And I've had a lot of fun, and the chat was wonderful. And
thank you so much.
Yes, it's been a joy. It's been a joy to once again have a good conversation with people and all that. Well, you know what I'm talking about. But like I said, you ladies get there, I'm going. I love you guys, but I got to get out of that one. Yeah. And God be with you. God be even with Jay Wilson and other people. Like you said, when you dig a grave for somebody, you're digging it for yourself. So please.
The only thing I was saying about Jay Wilson, he drugged the shit out of Dovey so bad.
Yes.
The whole damn week.
And I can
agree. The following week, somebody to drag his ass. But the difference is he making money and keeping making money. Because we already see that's the driving force. But still, you get no pass, brother. You don't get no.
He don't get no pass from me, especially for dragging women. And the way he cussed that woman out and talked about her, I don't know. Well, maybe he did deserve to lose his job. The more that I think about it, but I don't know. I'm at a crossroads at my old age. I don't want to hurt Black people, but I don't want Black people to hurt other Black people. And he hurt the hell out of. He tried to hurt Dovey. He did.
He definitely did. And see, to me, that shit ain't part of no game. I'm just not gonna play no game with you. You know, let her hang her own self. She don't need you, but you purposely. So now they done sold all that doubt in people's mind. We'll see from here how Dovey event go. Like I said, I don't wish nothing bad on Dovey. Hopefully her event take off and she'll be fine.
I believe it's going to take off because God has a way of showing people, no matter how bad it might look or get, He's going to help you make a way. You know, and so Dovey, hopefully she has the biggest get together and it comes out wonderful and everybody can say, see, we can join together at one time and do something for ourselves, no matter if we're the genius of the group or we're the less educated of the group. So.
Good point. So that's all. You know, I only come down here for an hour, but I went an hour and a half. As long as you guys are good, I'm good. But you know, that got me a little tired. I'll be in these streets. I got some stuff to do, but I'm sure that I will get a link from my good old diva. It's always a pleasure, Mr. Williams. Thanks.
Always a pleasure, Ms. T.
Thanks for having me on your platform earlier. Like I said, I will be on once a week. You want me to put you down, Mr. Williams?
Of course, I'm going to be here to watch you. Always, dear.
Okay.
And you once a week, I'm going to be part of that too.
I'll do an upload and then I'll do a live because I enjoy coming on doing live too.
Yeah.
But I gotta really.
I know how hard it is because believe me, I struggle. Yeah, I struggled today trying to get my platform started, and I couldn't think. And no matter how hard I tried to remember how to drop my link so people could come up, I was still messing it up. So, but I'll get it. I'll get it. Yeah.
We're working.
Yes,
I'm gonna run this because I am proud of this, you guys.
Love you, dear. I'm proud of you and love you to the moon and back. Bye, Miss T.
Williams, feelings mutual, baby. Bye bye. Look at this. I am so proud of myself. I was so proud of myself, you guys, for doing that. It gets greater later. So I was so proud. Yes. Is Tony here? Hey, Tony, Montana. Tony, I missed you. Okay, you frying chicken? Thank you, baby girl. Appreciate that, Tony Montana. I won't see you tonight because we won't be over in our spot. Hey, it's Jay. Hey, baby. Hey, great Kimberly. Thank you. You know what? You guys have made my day. I thought the dentist made my day, but you guys have really made my day. It's always good, to see some of my supporters that I don't see because I haven't been here that much, but I have made a vow that I would be on once a week. And hopefully we will get these editings. But look at Miss T. She got that shit down though. Ain't that sweet? I was like, damn, yeah, I was proud of myself. I sure was. Hey, TC, you done missed some of our college talk. TC, I want to talk to you right quick too. Yeah, TC, please, I know. Don't be mad. TC, hit me up on the back, on my email. I want to ask you something. Clyde, thank you. It's always a pleasure. Yes, I did that. Girl, you should see some of my edit. Hello, stranger. Thank you. I am so happy. Hey, you guys, you see me? You see me? I'm getting there. I mean, it's like, God damn. I mean, that didn't take me long because that's easy. It's when I'm trying to actually edit scenes out for a voiceover, to do an article or something, or to do a video, that the scenes is really tough. Treasure Lane, hey, baby. It's really tough for me, but I'm very proud of myself. I must say that because I conquered the fear. I was scared. I was like, I don't know how to do that. I kept asking my boys. And see, I don't know if y'all know, but my oldest boy, that's his business. That's what he do for a living. And he does real well at it, right? And it's always hard to get them to help me. My little guy too, that's his business. That's what he do for a living. The oldest one taught the youngest one, and they just got their damn flourish of business, and it's like kick mom to the curb. And I was like, well, I'm gonna stop asking them because they're always busy. You could get your ass down here and learn it. And so I am learning. I'm learning, and somebody jumped down and gave me some tips behind the scene. Baby, I greatly appreciate you. Greatly appreciate you. And I did just that. You guys, I'm about to get out here. I'm about to get out here. I don't stay long. Hello, stranger. You are a stranger. I'll be in your bushes. I'm a little bush baby. I am a bush baby. But thank you. Thank you. You like the intro? Yeah, I was so proud of myself. I said, damn, wait until I drop that on them. I had some other stuff going on, but then I said, girl, don't show them all your shit. Don't do too much. And so I didn't. But you guys, with that being said, I'm going to rock my outro, and then I'm going to get out of here. My outro. So now I have to do my intro. I have to do an outro to match that, because you know what? I keep getting copyright claims on my intro. That's why I didn't play it. They doing a lot of copyright. Every time I play my intro, I get a copyright claim, even though they lift the copyright claim, but still that shit is irritating. Every time I play it, they keep doing it and keep doing it. So now I have to make my own intro. So most likely I will be making my intro. I'm looking for some photographs of me and some other stuff, and I'll be making my own intro. With that being said, you guys, I greatly appreciate you. Please make sure you hit that like button. I don't come on much, but hit that like button. And I'm going to get ready to get out of here. So I'll play this one, and then I'll come back. you guys. If you see your king's crown crooked, help him straighten it up. If you see your queen's crown crooked, help her straighten it up. Speak life and wisdom into your princes and your princesses. They are our joint heirs. They are our future. They looking to inherit something other than struggles, drama, chaos, being broke. Let's start trying to build some type of generational wealth, and it's difficult in these times, but don't give up. We can do it. As always, be a blessing, not a bother. It doesn't take much for you to bless someone. A simple hello. How you doing? You look beautiful today. Oh, I love your radiant smile. Can I buy that cup of coffee for you? I'll hold that door. I'll grab those groceries. Here's a couple of dollars to buy you lunch. It doesn't take much. And with that being said, again, thanks for joining me, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side.